Today is November 6th. It's a little bit before 8 o'clock. And that's because of the time change. Otherwise it would have been 7. It's about 42 degrees. I was going to show the progress my husband has made on he's taken out the Texas Ranger and one of the mock oranges. So we'll be cleaning this area up. We're going to be putting in a more formal, clean looking landscape here. We had so much trouble with the neighbors' palm stuff getting in our yard that we've decided it's too hard to clean up underneath these bushes. So we're going to remove those and move these pots out into these areas. So this mock orange is coming out. It's huge. But in its place, we're going to put this big pot that's going to have crepe myrtle. And that'll be really colorful right there too. So I think it'll be pretty. Today's our last warm day. It's supposed to get up to 74 today. And then the temperatures start dropping. And Tuesday, we have like a 75-80% chance of rain. He started cutting on this bush too. There's my mom still. So pretty. These little pink mums are pretty too. But that reminds me of fall. That's why I like it so much. Grass looks good still. Everything looks pretty good out here. Pretty healthy. Anyway, today is our last day of a warm day. Then a storm front's moving in, and on Tuesday or maybe even Monday night we're supposed to get rain, and then the temperatures drop drastically and we go from the 70s into low 60s, high 50s, with the lows in the 40s and 30s, and we'll probably get frost. So I did some things as a result of that. The aloe looks like it likes it there. I probably said that last week. Those are still doing good. I think I'm gonna pick me some pomegranates. I think in my video last week I said I was going to get my red tower built up. Didn't get that done. Here's the crepe myrtles. The one will eventually go out front. This pot's going to go out front too. We already found the place that we're going to put it with that sage staying in it, because those sages get big. See, there's starting to get orange berries. The trees are turning golden yellow. My tower looks pretty good. I'm missing a few spots on it. I cut back this salvia, but not that one yet. I cut part of that one, but only the part where the leaves are flushing out at the bottom. We had a gazania flower. Oh, in fact, we still do. So that flower probably will pop open during the day. Looks pretty when they do. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, or I might leave it. I'm trying to decide, because maybe that kind of keeps it warmer to have a little bit of, use it like a mulch. I don't know. That's really turned pretty, I think. This Agastacky. I just find that really pretty. I want to put it with something next year. I think it'll set it off. By itself, it's not as pretty, but I'm still learning flowers. So there you go. I only knew petunias and pansies before. We had some wind. But it hasn't been too bad. And then I removed all of the cypress vine. Oh man, I can't believe I went from loving that to absolutely hating it once I found out it was a bindweed in the bindweed family. It just really upset me. And maybe it grows okay here, but I'd have to have somebody tell me that before I trust it myself. There's some big peppers in here. So this got cleaned out a little bit, so you can now see my Brussels sprouts better. I got 3 of them in there. I haven't taken out this okra yet, but I should. I'm kind of letting there's a lot of aphids attracted to it, so I'm hoping they stay on it instead of my brassicas, because I know they like brassica. All of those plantings still look pretty good. This is pretty. The Dusty Miller is getting bigger. So now that these pots are exposed, and I'm not going to have that big cypress vine there next year, I'm going to plant some pretty things with color in them for this winter in these. Maybe pansies. See, I can't get away from pansies. Let's see. We kind of put this on because of the wind. So I will take a peek with I'll just stick the camera in here. This is probably going to be the way I get to view this, because it's not exposed. Okay, so whoops, sorry about that. I started yesterday pulling out the tomatoes and I lost daylight, so I'm still working on getting these tomatoes pulled out. What I did is I left them on the branches, the fruit, and then I'm gonna put them on a rack and let them dry. And as they dry, what they typically do is turn red. So we were remarking that we kind of like it when you clean up the garden, but we also miss some of the green. But this was looking pretty unruly. So this bed will get more light now too, because these tomato plants were really shading the afternoon sun from these. So that should be good. I'm looking forward to that being better. I probably will do the same with the Roma tomato. Just pull the fruit and let it dry inside, warm, turn red. I did cut a couple of these and we ate some of the big ones. They're pretty good. The beets, everything looks pretty healthy so far, so that's good. Even these Chinese cabbage look pretty good. So I wish I'd have saved some of my basil that's not cinnamon. I think all of this is cinnamon. Maybe not that. I have to see. I need some. Oh, that might be all right. No. All right. That plant is regular. It's not cinnamon. So I need some. I was going to buy some at the grocery store because I felt like I was out of it, but I'm not. That's cool. I'm going to make some smoothies this week that call for basil. Those marigolds look pretty. Even those look pretty good. I'll probably be picking peppers this week more than anything else. There's a bunch of them. This bed, we have to pull the stuff out of it, even though everything's looking pretty. Except for that petunia doesn't look too hot. Neither does, nothing at this end looks that great. But those all look healthy. They're blue sage and salvia is some of the stuff. I think I don't know. Yeah, there is a balloon flower in there. It's right there. Hasn't popped open yet. And then I'm gonna go around and shoot the trees because we're having somebody come and service our trees. So we've got some olive trees that are gonna be shaped and taken out of the neighbor's yard. Basically, all of these plum trees will be gone. A little bit of pruning on this ash tree here, and then out front the palm trees are going to be done. So we're looking forward to it. It was too big of a job for us, especially with us taking out a lot of the other stuff in our yard and redoing our tubing and everything. We just felt like if we could find somebody to do it, that was probably the best. Save our backs too. That's my garden diary.